Hello greater YouTube area and the surrounding internet regions, this is Killer Cardinal DA7. In the interest of varying up my content and trying different things, I'm calling this CAMOTS. C-A-M-O-T-S. Apparently those letters have a bunch of other uses and meanings. I linked some in the description if you're feeling adventurous. However, my use of that acronym is as follows. Comments are mirrors of the soul. They're like eyes, but they scowl way more often. For a lot of people, commenting seems to be really impulsive. Oftentimes it's more self-serving to one's own feelings of being heard and accepted than it is productive to discourse. You've seen it, you see it every day. People throw caution to the wind when they comment. They don't fact check anything, they go with their gut instinct based solely on clickbaity headlines. That's bad. But people also don't spell things correctly, they screw grammar right in the ear canal. And if you try to point any of that out, you get called a jerk who doesn't have an adequate counterpoint. Now, despite my career work being in proofreading and editing, I do see some truth in that. Picking on someone's spelling during an argument is like saying someone's shirt looks silly when they're yelling at you. However, bad grammar is infinitely worse than bad spelling. I'll forgive bad spelling, even smart people can fudge a word or two here or there. Autocorrect is often our enemy as human beings. But when your grammar is so busted that whatever you're trying to say gets warped, that's on you. Obviously, if English isn't your first language, you get a little more of a pass, but it's hard to tell who that affects sometimes. We all need to be prepared to take the ideas of others extremely seriously, regardless of their use of words. Of course, even then, you still might be fought tooth and nail by dogma or stubbornness. As a result of finding comments so fascinating and ripe for dissection, I wanted to try this format. I started with something moderately innocent, a recent post by IGN showing some footage from the new Battlefield 5 video game. As you'll see, I read through each comment and give an impromptu response to what people have to say, trying to be as fair to different viewpoints as possible without anything prepared, no notes taken prior to the recording. For the first one, I just took the comments as they were, but in the future I may break momentarily in case some point or claim deserves looking up. We'll see how it all feels going forward. This first one was a quick run through I tried before work the other day, so it's kind of raw. I was tired, I misread a couple things, and I didn't put the video or comments on my screen optimally to get the most reacted to comments in order. As the first crack at it, I think it went okay. It was quick, easy to put together, and it offers a broader perspective on what more people are saying than just listening to me ramble. I am working on more scripted ramble, so eventually I'll put another one of those up, perhaps with some chats from Warframe players, as well as some CAMOTS for additional insight. Please note, if you're hoping these will be some lightning round where I cut down every commenter with ninja efficiency, that's not what I'm going for here. I want this to be a different way for me to engage with people, to agree and disagree with communities, to find truth while surrounded by noise, to fish through the haystack and find the elusive needle when people understandably may not have the patience to do it themselves. In line with my desire to be more of a mediator than a debater on my YouTube journey, I want to try this format to examine back and forth between people, as opposed to taking a single point, sometimes out of context, and not addressing what other people are saying in response as if the rest of the conversation somehow doesn't matter. Kind of like how memes do it. Memes highlight a single point as if it's a final mic drop, thread ender, but often with enough research, sometimes barely a minute worth on Google, there's plenty of room for memes to be entirely wrong and biased and simply just antagonistic. Quoting a single statement by a person is fine, but with this, I get to highlight not just an article or statement, but responses to it as well. How people speak to each other online, how they say things, and determine whether it seems like points are getting across or not, whether what people are saying is accomplishing their presumed goals. Once I post the video of my responses on my YouTube channel, I'll feature it on my Facebook page, then put a link or notice in the comments to the original post to let people know I responded the way I did. I'm going to pass on doing it for this one, but in the future that'll be my plan. Generate some attention and see what happens. This is Killer Cardinal DA7 reminding you to use your head, be nice to each other, and take the time to think. Talk to you later. Alright, so here we are looking at IGN, and it's literally just a video of gameplay. I mean, you really shouldn't figure that there's going to be a whole lot of fervor or problems on this, but let's see what we get. Comments. Let's read some of them. Looks awesome, too bad I'm not buying it. I wonder why not. The HUD looks eerily similar to Battlefield 1. I mean, probably. I didn't play Battlefield 1, but I mean, I imagine. It didn't come out too much longer ago. What else we got? I want the Levolutions back. Yeah, I heard that was pretty cool. You know, destroying the whole entire map, or parts of it. And they still can't get those K98 sniper crosshairs right. I guess you have to know more about guns in order to comment. I guess this person knows more. I mean, I love Battlefield and all, but I'm more excited for the new Spider-Man game. Seems like more of a personal thing, anyway. Yeah, Spider-Man game looks pretty fucking good. I don't normally compare SP games to MP. Oh, single-player games, multiplayer. I'm aware that some single-player content for Battlefield 1 and to be in Battlefield 5, but I consider it vastly different to a solely single-player game. Looking forward to both personally. Okay. Look at the snowflakes, so detailed. Ugh. Hopefully the damage output isn't completely ass in this one. It's Battlefield 5, not Battlefield V. Uh-oh. Maybe the video person said that. Looks like being hounded by Team Super Bad Snipers. I started to feel the pull back to Battlefield. Oh, yeah. And pull's getting stronger. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, I guess. Looks just like every other FPS. Don't understand the appeal. I mean, you create enough of them, they're kind of blending together. Still doesn't look like the snipers are fixed. I wonder what this game is. Looks like a Battlefield game to me. Well, it should. It's a Battlefield game. Why PC FPS gameplay always have good kill streaks? Good kill stake. Free kill. I'm guessing maybe mouse and keyboard. This is what I'm waiting, or, yeah. I love it when they cripple. Do enemies get crippled when they get shot? This has bigger disaster than Battlefield 2 written all over it. I mean, that's yet to be seen. We're not actually sure if that's going to happen. I mean, everyone's certainly hoping that Battlefront 2 taught everyone a lesson, especially EA. The rate of fire is faster than Battlefield 1 guns, because World War II has less semi-rifles. That's some historical stuff, I guess. I just want to pilot support choppers again. More modern settings probably would help that. Looks exactly like Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Call of Duty with vehicles looks very cool. It will never be as good as Battlefield 2. No way as neat as the trailer gameplay. Kind of a case-to-case basis, sort of. I mean, one thing may look better than the other. It doesn't mean it's all sort of from the same pool. I'll pass, just patiently waiting for Red Dead Redemption 2 and Spider-Man. Why not all three? Yeah, I mean, you can like all three. Personal impressions. Still not impressed by IGN gameplay skill. Looks exactly the same as Battlefield 1 with new skins. Yeah, probably. Looks like the last one, just with more snow. Well, if you do enough stuff at night, I guess you're going to need more varied settings. Where do I leave off here? Let me play this one too. Well, I've never seen a vid where someone plays like me. I guess they played badly. I didn't actually watch the whole video. Gonna have to pass on this one. Battlefield 1 clone. I mean, they didn't come out too much farther longer ago, so I don't know. It looks a little bit better than Battlefield 1. Doesn't look better than Battlefield 4. So Battlefield 4 about newer weapons. I don't follow the hype. Newer weapons? Did Battlefield 4 not? I played Battlefield 4. Did they not have very new weapons? It was a modern setting. I don't follow the hype. Okay. Okay, that changed my mind. Gonna get it for the sake of MP40 and MP44. Guess they had gun preferences. How is this not just Battlefield 1? Well, I guess different settings, but you know, World War I and World War II are different eras. Maybe the differences are more nuanced. We gotta get this dude look at the sniping. See, they're impressed by the sniping. The other guys aren't impressed by the sniping. Damn, they could have done something amazing with Bad Company 3. Hope it's still coming. Yeah, I've heard Bad Company was kind of a cult following to it. Like, some people didn't really like it, some people did like it. I would imagine eventually they'll do a new Bad Company if enough people want to buy it. This gameplay style looks like COD. Can't wait to get it. So we have a COD fan and a Battlefield fan in the same person. That's good. Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, and now Battlefield 5. Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess it's the same sort of problem. I think they don't know how to count. Yeah, I guess it feels like it's kind of the same problem with the Xbox. You have Xbox 360, you have Xbox One, which is just the worst name in the world. I just bought an Xbox 360 from a cousin of mine, but the naming convention was just so screwed. Like, you can't even say Xbox One. You have to say Xbox Original. Is there any other way to say Xbox Original? I guess it's the only way to say it. But I mean, yeah, I mean, when you have Battlefield 4, 1, then 5, I mean, not so much a problem with counting. It's just Battlefield 1 there looks really out of place. Then you have to say, what, Battlefield Original? Just tagging you so I can watch it after. Look, video games. This looks so fun. Nice. Battlefield 1 expansion pack, just what we needed. Luckily for you, it'll be full price. Honestly, I'm really tired of World War II stuff. I wish they did something fresh. They're rebooting the eras. They did every last era starting from World War II, Vietnam, modern, futuristic. There's always a post-apocalyptic style of war if they try. I think the reason there's kind of this resurgence back to older eras is because of that. They did modern and futuristic, and with modern and futuristic, they have technology that becomes essentially magic. So you can see everyone on the battlefield. You can do all sorts of things that you shouldn't be allowed to do, or you weren't able to do in eras like World War I, World War II, Vietnam, where you had to use your senses. You had to use your listening ability, your seeing, your sight. I mean, they still had things like a big map, but you still had to use more communication and things like that in order to succeed. So by going back to those previous eras, I feel like it's stripping away a lot of those conveniences. As an additional question to this, I would ask, because I'm not really too familiar with every instance of Battlefield. Did they do a futuristic? I did play Battlefield 4, and that was a modern era. That was a modern story. But did they do a futuristic Battlefield? Maybe they did. Maybe they did some 2020, 2384, something like that. And maybe I just missed it. Damn, this looks mean. Can't wait. Between the eyes. Haha. Looking so forward to this game. Battlefield 1 with a bit of 4 slapped in. Don't mind if I do. I mean, it's World War II. Battlefield 4 is in literally modern times. It was in modern era. Did they use older guns in Battlefield 4? Maybe I just forgot that. It kind of blew by me kind of quick. Game looks gorgeous, but will most likely be boring after 2 weeks. I just watched this also and was thinking the same thing. Snow looks amazing, but not worth the money. We can buy it 4 months later. I guess it depends on what you're buying for. I mean, I'm not big on multiplayer, so I would just, if I were to buy it, I'd just buy it for the story. Hopefully that would be good. But usually these campaigns are really, really short. I heard the new Call of Duty is not even getting a campaign. They're just going with a battle royale mode, which I don't recommend they do, but they're not going to listen to me or anybody else who's complaining about it. Sell your Xbox and buy a PS4. They'll both be on the same system. Whoever is playing this game is a monster. I guess in the video. This could be something I could get into. I'm into it now. Give me, damn it. This game. Look at the snowflakes. I thought when people said snowflakes, I thought they meant like weakling liberals. That's my fault. I saw people mentioning snowflakes on a Battlefield 5 video. I easily thought that's what they were talking about. Okay, it's gonna be sick. You know it. Not much camping going on here. Campers just piss me off. It's like, oh, I know I'll stay here and move an inch, then wait for someone. Yeah, campers. I mean, I guess it's an issue in multiplayer. I mean, in real life, if you found a good spot that no one knows you're there, that's where you'll stay. I remember playing SOCOM on PS2 a zillion years ago, and I only got on and played a couple times because enemies were basically a dot. And that's basically it. They were just a dot, and that's all you would see. In gameplay, I think looks the same as the last lot of BF releases. Yeah. I mean, you get into a rhythm of how you present your material, and I guess that's kind of what you stick with. Hey, Call of Duty got some new maps. That's cool. Ho 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 ho. I wonder if Battlefield 5 is going to carry over the loot boxes from Call of Duty. Oh, I don't think they are. How good does this look? I'm not pissed off that the game isn't 100% authentic. I'm more pissed off at the fact that it's being billed that way when it's clearly not. How is it being billed that way? Battlefield 5 based on true events, based on an era. I mean, the historical accuracy argument has been thrown around a ton because of the emphasis on women and on the cover and everywhere else. But I mean, you're kind of just pulling from an era. You know, they've made enough statements publicly that they're not going for 100% historical accuracy, whatever quote unquote historical accuracy means. This looks lovely. New gameplay online, but showing sniping. This looks pretty dope. Yeah, boys. This game will float on the surface of the water. Looks like COD World War II, and no one liked COD World War II. And it had a lot. I mean, some people loved it, but there was also a ton of people who disliked it because of all the loot box nonsense. You know, the historical accuracy of getting dive bombed with loot boxes. COD has a planes dogfight, tank battle, even naval combat gameplay. Yeah, Call of Duty has never, unless I'm mistaken, Call of Duty has never really been trademarked with vehicles. Battlefield's always been the vehicles one. Ian haven't played COD or Battlefield before. COD is at best a modern update version of the old Counter-Strike. Ooh. The base hasn't changed at all, which is actually a good idea, and Battlefield is squad-based, large-sized battle, which have tanks, planes, right, exactly. But yes, in outsider's eyes, both are FPS, so they're the same. Yeah, exactly. They're not exactly the same. Call of Duty, from my perspective, and I haven't played a ton of both games, from what I've seen, Call of Duty is more based on the story and sort of the on foot as the people who are in charge, you know, boots on the ground. So I guess that means lots of infantry, lots of people running around, whereas Battlefield is more strategic because the stories have never been as good, or weren't typically as good in Battlefield, but the multiplayer was better because it incorporated vehicles. So you know, you run up on a tank, you're done. So you have to be more strategic. You have to work with your team. Also, COD World War II failed to deliver, not because it was World War II, but because the last COD title set in World War II was World at War, a pretty decent war title both on single player and multiplayer. COD World War II didn't even honor World at War or even the first two, or COD Bid Right 1. Okay. Star Wars Battlefront 1 Hoth. Because snow? What now? How is it snowing out with blue skies? Was there no clouds? I didn't see. I only took a quick look. But, you know, people notice everything in just an image or a video. Is this just a DLC of Battlefield 1? I mean, I don't know what people are expecting. Like, what are you expecting to look wildly different? It's a World War game. I don't know how much you're expecting it to look different. And besides, it's just a clip. It's like a short clip of gameplay. Finally, some decent gameplay. Well, some people disagree with you. No thanks. Ha 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 ha. That looks class. Are the other players deaf? He is running behind them, stabbing, and no one noticed. Because video games. NGL was hating it first. Oh, not gonna lie. I'm figuring out all these abbreviations. I was hating it first, but I FW it. What does that W mean? Effing want it, maybe? Okay. Tasty sniper shoots. Hey, look, it's Battlefield 1. Again, I'm not really sure what you're expecting in a short clip. Like, what is it? How is it supposed to look different? I guess maybe people are expecting HUD differences or updates to the interface, maybe. But are there going to be jetpacks? Probably not. If it's World War II, probably no jetpacks. You probably have to go to like Fortnite and stuff like that. But is this DLC? Because it looks like DLC. Again, I'm not really sure what you're expecting what big differences you're expecting to see in a short gameplay clip. Very nice game. This person is clearly shocked. So sniping as usual. Well, I mean, if it's Battlefield seems to be more geared towards that sort of gameplay. With Call of Duty, you're going to be running around being Rambo, so there's probably not a whole lot of sniping going on in Call of Duty. Not a lot, there's probably some. But with Battlefield, it's a lot more strategic, so there's probably going to be some sniping. This looks dope. 10 seconds, what is this sorcery? Those guns have attachments. Yeah, weren't they going to put like some, like, wasn't there, you know, like gun modification systems in some of these things? Battlefield 1 better than this game. I mean, it's really hard to tell that for right now. I can't wait. Looks like Call of Duty. This person's laughing their ass off. No. That's one. How about no? I love it when that's all you type. It's just no, yes, no, yes. It has about as much use as just clicking like or dislike. Can't wait for Battlefield 6. Like, even though you've barely seen any of this one. It's not even me mindlessly defending Battlefield. Like, I don't have a horse in the race in terms of Battlefield. I just, it's such a short clip of gameplay. Like, it's so little to actually assess. Is that COD World War II? No. If you played COD World War II, the graphics don't look anywhere near this good. Yeah, I have. I'm not sure what this person's getting at, and they're using this guy as their icon. Looks, period, amazing. Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 are the same. Again, I don't think the eras are too far from each other. It was only maybe, what, a couple decades that I was in difference. I mean, I don't know how much of a jump you expect there to be. How to dislike on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, I guess you gotta use one of these. I guess angry. That's about the best you're gonna get. Or sad. Wow is kind of like general. Laughing is kind of subjective. Meh gameplay. So are they saying meh gameplay as in they're rating the gameplay as meh? Or are they saying meh, it's only a gameplay video, I want more? So it's a reskin Battlefield 1. Again, I'm confused what people are expecting in terms of, it's just a short clip of gameplay. How much different do you expect it to be? Looks oddly like Battlefield 1. It looks like Battlefield 1. I mean, what are we expecting here? Oh my god, John, this looks sick. Is this person throwing up? Looks epic. Hashtag not my Battlefield. Wasn't that a hashtag because of the women on the cover? I think that might have been. Killed it. Killed it in a good way or bad way? Nah, bro, it's Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty would involve a lot more running around. 7.9, too much snow. IGN is was it IGN who did that Pokemon review? Too much water. Kind of Battlefield. Looks like Battlefield 1 DLC to me. Again, another person thinking it looks like Battlefield 1 DLC. I mean, it's a genuine question because I didn't play Battlefield 1. I guess do the interfaces look that similar that that's I mean, maybe that's what the people are referencing. That it looks that the interface looks that similar to Battlefield 1. They could have maybe improved it a bit. Can't wait for it. This person didn't wink their friend. Sniper looks lit. I see no difference. Is that an AK in a World War II setting? Is the STG? Some of those are guns. Stop putting red dots in games where they did not exist historically. Was it a red dot site or like in the interface? Fast. Oh, they gave it thumbs down. This other person up there wanted how to figure out how to dislike. I guess that's the best way you're gonna get it. Operations were badass. Hopefully in Battlefield 4 better. I thought I heard something they were gonna add some kind of a system like operations. It was like a big sort of war system. Looks amazing, that reskin of Battlefield. Love the snow. Keen or what? More comments? No more? I'm not gonna be any more. Okay. Well, I thought there was gonna be more issue, but I guess not. Alright, so I guess we'll Stop it here. Oh, P.S. If you want to come up with alternative acronyms for CAMOTS, you can do so in the comments, like Curiosity annihilates many overt things slowly, or Cracked ass makes odors that smell. CAMOTS, standing for Comments Are the Mirrors of the Soul, is going to be canon, but this is YouTube. People are all about transformative creativity, so have fun, folks.